Yeah, so hello everyone. Yeah, I am John Kamau. I'm a software engineer. I work with AmiTrack. Yeah, it's an organization that deals with if you need your truck delivered somewhere, you need a cargo delivered somewhere, we offer the logistics for you. So that is AmiTrack. So we are in amitrack.com. You can go there and request a truck, request a quote for your trip or whatever you want to transport. Yeah, so that's what I do. I'm a front-end engineer at AmiTrack. Yeah, so that is my introduction. So today's session is about dynamic styling with Tailwind. So do we have anyone who uses Tailwind here, or what do we use? Who do I start with? Yes, Wayne.
Yeah, I use Tailwind.
Ah, perfect. Who else?
Yeah.
Chesa? Oh,
No, mi natumia Angular Material hivyo tu peke yake.
ah, okay. Zachary?
Tailwind.
Winnie?
Prime NG.
Ah?
Prime NG.
Wow. Okay, I've never had such a thing. What is it?
So it's there's a styling library called Prime Faces, but now they have specific library tailored for the framework that you're using. So if it's React, it's Prime React. If it's Angular, it's called Prime NG. It's more of like it's like Tailwind, but in a crooked way. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Nice to hear. Never heard about that, but thank you. Mushiri, Caroline?
Okay, hello. I have never used Tailwind before, but I'm interested in learning. That's why I joined the meeting.
Wow, thank you. Welcome. Joy?
Thanks.
Angular Material.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evans?
Yes, hi. Can
Hello?
you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
I can say I've used Bootstrap, Angular Material, and Tailwind maybe for the basic, but not in depth. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much. So everyone saw I'm not here to market Tailwind. Yeah, but at the end of the call, you'll see its advantages and you'll be the judge whether it's worth it. Do you continue using Angular Material? So personally, I use any framework. Specifically, I use Angular Material. I also use Bootstrap and also use Tailwind. Not in the same project. Yeah, but I'll maybe in the course of the talk, I'll also give hints on how you can combine them to get the best out of the same. Yeah. So I'll start with a new Angular project. Yeah, so let me share my screen here. Window. Okay. You can see my screen, eh?
Just waiting for it to come up.
What about now? You can see my screen?
I can't see it on my side. Anyone can see it?
Not yet, still black.
No.
Okay, let me reshare. What about now?
Yeah, I'm seeing a shell. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we're just in my local machine. This is a directory. So all we need to do is let's create a new project. Let's call it Angular Kenya. Tailwind. Yeah. So it will ask us the normal questions. Would you like to add Angular routing? Would be important. So for the CSS framework, I choose SCSS, but you can use any of the 4 of them, whichever you're comfortable with. If it's CSS, go with it. If it's SCSS, perfect. If it's SAS, go with it. Less, go with it. So I prefer SCSS because of the PHP C language type, as opposed to the Python indented syntax. Just a preference, whichever works for you, use it. So yeah, so we'll wait as it finishes all that. Yeah, so the next step, I'll share the next screen. Let me stop sharing that one now. Share. You can now see now tailwind.css.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. So what we need to do is just go to the docs and install tailwind.css for Angular. Let's search for Angular. Yeah, so here it is. It tells you step number 1. We've already done this, right? Yes. So let's see whether it has finished. Not yet. Yeah, so this is the first step we've taken. That was creating a new Angular project. Yeah, so on how to create an Angular project, you can go to the Angular CLI documentation. It will guide you on how to install the Angular CLI. So now you can use ng. So for the Windows users, if you don't have Angular yet, so running ng might bring a problem, but you'll have to go to your PowerShell and allow for scripts to be executed. So you can just Google how to allow scripts to run in PowerShell. It's usually a very simple step of basically setting execution policy to unrestricted. Yeah, so my fellow Windows users. Yeah, so after you create a new project, you change directory to that project. After that, you just go to your terminal and say npm install tailwind CSS. After that, initialize tailwind, and then after this step, it will create for you a tailwind config.js. That will be the first file we'll interact with. It will show us how to configure now whatever was calling scalable design system now. Yeah, so after that, you need to go to style.css, register tailwind, then ngserve to run the project. Then we'll see at the HTML at the browser whether we are able to achieve that. Then we'll now start from there. So so let me. I hope that was enough introduction on what is Tailwind and how to install it. Now that's where we are coming now to do the actual installations. Sure. Now you can see my terminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has finished installing. So we just change directory to Angular Tailwind Kenya. So Angular Kenya Tailwind, sorry. So we can do ngserve, or let's just follow the instructions. You can do ngserve from here to just see what Angular generated for you. So we'll just now copy the commands from the. You've seen that? That was just copy paste from Tailwind CSS. Huh? Yeah, we'll let it we'll let it install. Yeah, so let me show you an example, tailwind config.js, then I'll show you what basically it does. So let me share a different window. Yeah, today is a big day of shipping different windows. Let's see. So let me share now this. You can now see Visual Studio Code.
Yes.
Thank you. So from here, you can see all we are saying. This is the tailwind config.js, which will be generated. Yeah, I can see we can. Yeah, so I can see it has finished installing. Yeah, so this is what the file that will be created. But let's open the file that has been created for us now, the exact one. You can see the second window.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The second tab in the VS Code, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so this is what Angular, Tailwind initialization brings for us, just this. Yeah, so, but now this is one that I've written my own configurations. So all you can do is, I hope anyone who has done any CSS can understand. So what we are saying here is border radius, navbar, 48 pixels. Buttons, 15 pixels. So we'll go to Tailwind documentation and see how these apply. Yeah, so colors, you can come and define all your colors. So let me show you an example of no, you can see the third tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this was guided by a full design system. So you can have all your company colors defined here. Yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah, so I hope up to now we are clear. So now let's go and see what is this green plane, how do you use it? How do you use it and all that? So
sorry, John, just a quick one. Maybe for those who probably might be wondering like what is happening, like why put the colors over here? You know, people are used to putting it inside the CSS files and all that, but why are they here, for example?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. So why we have the colors here, so what you do on this file is configure your defaults. Also, you see from here on line 9, there's the word extend. So all you are saying is all the Tailwind configurations add more. So we shall go to Tailwind and see what Tailwind offers. Then from there, you'll see, for example, what colors does Tailwind offer. Maybe Tailwind primary is blue. Your company primary is red. So you come and override Tailwind now with your custom colors. So let's go to Tailwind and I show what I mean. So I'm being requested for the link, Wayne, by people. Do we have a way to send the link?
To the official documentation?
No, the link to this call.
Yes, those who are RSVP'd have them sent. They have it sent to their emails already.
Those who have not?
I can share with you on WhatsApp so that they can share it with them.
Kindly do. Yeah, so you can see Tailwind Angular. Tailwind CSS, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. So what I was saying is, if you come here and say, for example, colors, let's search. Okay, let's see whether they give us the colors. Yeah, basically, this is what Tailwind offers as the colors. Here, you can see text amber, text yellow, text lime, teal, cyan, sky. So this is what Tailwind offers. And if you use these, they will definitely work. However, your company colors might not conform to this. You might have a primary color of pink for whatever reason. So you'll go to the Tailwind config and override the defaults given by Tailwind. And also, Tailwind comes and gives and tells you, how do you customize your theme? So you just come to themes, extend, colors, and your custom color. If you do anything else, you maybe, let's talk of, let's see, text align. Oh, there was border radius. You people saw that border radius. So rounded. So the first thing will be rounded. So, and you can see all the whatever. So here is how you can extend. You can customize border radius. You remember we had buttons, for example, in my code, and we also had navbar. So this is how you come and override or add more onto what Tailwind offers you. So this file can be used to configure, extend, customize all you want. So this, I would say, is the most important file in Tailwind, because basically, I know most people would expect it to be a CSS, but it's basically a config file. Yeah, so I hope up to there, we are clear how we are using config file. Any questions?
One, so like probably just to also help others who are new to it. So what does Tailwind already offer out of the box by default, like when you install it, so that you can get to that part where you now want to customize it? Like, exactly. Does it give you like specific dimensions, you know, like if it's 20 pixel for border radius and whatnot? So that's for someone who is new to it. Yeah.
That's okay, thank you. So this is the Tailwind's official documentation. We've seen that, for example, you want to talk about border radius. It gives you all these already, 12 pixels, 24 pixels. It even has 99999 pixels. Yeah, it even has 2 pixels, 4 pixels, 16 pixels. But now you might want a 25 pixels, and it's not here. a designer has given you 25 pixels. It's not provided by Tailwind. You maybe go to 24 just to cut corners, but you see now the design will be inconsistent. So how do you add 25? You just need to extend, add one more name. You can call it anything, but I would advise you be consistent so that a designer who comes after you can be able to make sense of what you are writing. Yeah, so that's why you would need to extend this. That's an example of why you would want to do that. Yeah, so I hope up to there we are clear. So I hope the theory is enough, unless there are any other questions before we get to the practical.
Please feel free if you have any questions, just like raise your hand and then choose your name.
Mostly for the people who want to start Tailwind. Is it making sense so far?
For no one has a question, so I think definitely should continue.
Okay, no problem. So seems there's no question. So next we'll go to use now Tailwind. So let's stop sharing. Let's now share the you can see PowerShell.
Yes.
Okay. Let's have the project. Yeah, so as it serves, okay, so so to make it better, let me not serve it from here. Let me serve it from WebStorm so that we can. Now you people can see WebStorm. Huh?
Yeah.
Perfect. So this is okay. So WebStorm is my de facto IDE. I know there are people who fall in love with text editors like VS Code. I'm not hating. Yeah, so just to start this, you just you can use this button to just run, or you come here and do a start. Yeah, so let's see. Okay. Yeah, by default, Angular gives us a lot of stories. But I think I'll have to show this page to those who want to join Angular and show you what Angular gives us by default. It's beautiful. Yeah, so let's see. I see it serving. So as it serves, okay, I see there is a hand.
Yeah.
From 28, okay, go ahead.
Okay, before you continue, I was
Okay.
just wondering, the installation process of Tailwind. Okay, I've joined the meeting late, a bit
Okay.
late.
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't want to also return you like behind. I was just inquiring the installation process of Tailwind, especially when you're using Angular.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can you, okay, are you showing us right now or?
Oh, we've already done that, but I'll just point you to the link. Just let me. So it's so straightforward. You just come to, you can see my screen, tailwind.css. Eh?
Yeah.
You just come here and write Angular. It is. So all you need to do, ng new project, edit my project, then run this command, just that, and you are well.
Okay.
Thank you. It's that easy.
Oh, and also, can you share the links like after the meeting?
No problem. No, that's okay. But it's basically tailwindcss.com. That is where everything is. But we'll share that maybe in the description of the video. But Tailwind CSS, or when you type Tailwind CSS, it will be the first link you find online. But yes, I get your point. Thank you. Well, let's see whether this, oh, it's served. Yeah, so let's open, okay. Let me stop sharing that one. Leo. Okay. Now you can see the new site. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brand new. Yeah, okay, let's clean it. Yeah, oh, this is still our site, people. Yeah. I know. Yeah, so I hope you're okay. So now, let me take you to stop sharing, share. Okay. Yeah, so we can see Tailwind CSS. Huh? Okay, thank you. So, anyone with a suggestion of a site, we can try to create a part of it. Suggestions?
Sorry?
Suggestions for a site, we can clone a part of it.
Huh. That's a tricky one.
In any site. Yes, Wayne?
GitHub?
Okay.
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Let me see whether.
Yeah, it's something that is not.
Okay, GitHub it is. Yeah. Let me share GitHub so that we can see. You can see my GitHub. Huh?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's try and copy which part of this. Let's try and do this part. Okay? Yeah, let's do these 6 cards and see how it goes. Higher. So everyone can go here and now you'll have visibility of what we are creating. I might not do the dark mode, but I'll show you how to just do the dark mode. So I'll do this, but it will be the light mode. Okay. Now we are in code. So So let me share the GitHub. Tab, GitHub. We cannot see my GitHub.
Yeah.
So let's try and break it down what this is. So technically, what we have is we have a title popular repositories. Then after that, we have six rectangles. Six rectangles. The first so technically the rectangles, all they have is the name of the project, the language, and a public or private tag. So we'll ignore the star, the circle before the language, and we'll ignore the star in the fork. So we'll just have to create that. Then down here we have name. So the first, the second, the one, this one below it, this one have the same thing. Yeah, so that will be this one. But now we have, this one is quite unique because it has a sub name below the name and the language down there and public, private there. Yeah, so let's get our hands dirty and see whether we'll be able to achieve this. So first step, I know we all love divs. So, so we have a paragraph. That was saying popular repositories. Yeah. So technically, Tailwind are just classes. And all you need to do is you'll have to install a very important plugin. I think I should first show you that before we before I continue. Share. Yes. So they have a very, very important, let's see, official plugins. Okay. Let's just search. We have let's say VS Code. Yeah. So this is the what you'll have to install. It's called IntelliSense. All it does is it now gives you the suggestions I'm getting here. So if I say class text left, yeah, what color was it? It was white.
John, we are seeing the documentation. We are not seeing your editor.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. I'll stop sharing. Share. Whoever called it an editor, this is an ID. Yeah, but we won't fight. Yeah, so so this is the paragraph. I hope now you can see. So we can't use text white because I'm using the light mode. So let's do text. Let's do gray 700. Just to we'll come and play with this in the config to see how that would change. So text left. Yeah, so here we go. Popular repositories on this side. That looks like a black. Let's do a different color so that we can be sure it's changing. Let's do a green. Yes. Okay. I will get be misbehave. Okay, we shall see why it's yeah. So the next thing we do, it's now create the. You see my editor on my screen.
No, we just see your screen, the one you're serving the app.
Let's go back to the editor for a moment. Share. Yeah, so here we are. So now the part I want to design is the 6 divs. So from those coming from Bootstrap, you can see technically all there is a 12 grid, each taking 6. I hope that makes sense to everyone. So all you do, you say it's a div. Yeah, so I would write just from my head that it's a class of grid. You can, so this is the good thing with the Tailwind. You can define a special set of columns. They don't have to be 12. So if the maths you're doing 12 does not make sense, you can go to 10, 11, 9, 8, until now you can do the real maths. Maybe whatever you have cannot be put on a 12 grid. You can go to a different grid. So, but this was a 12 grid. So inside the 12 grid, all there was were divs. And all there was, the classes were just spanning 6 columns each. So there were 6 of them. So now, from an Angular point of view, if you have 6 divs of the same, and technically they have the same data, we can just have one div, and then we come to the TypeScript of it and just just come here and do project. Since we don't have time to go to create interfaces, create models, I'll use any, but we all know it's not a good idea, yeah? An array of type any. All we have here is name. The other one was language. The other one was visibility. Yeah, so one, two, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so let's go back to Tailwind. There's a step we missed, and that's why we are suffering. There's a step, very important step we missed. So if we come here and share, so we did this step. We are together up there. Someone respond?
Yes.
Yeah, we did
Yes.
this step,
Yeah.
but we didn't do this and this. Yeah, that's why we are trying to tell it to give us green, and it's wondering what we are saying. So all we need to do is come to Tailwind config. Copy that. So you just need to do that, then I hope you're together up to that point. Let me stop sharing that. Share. Remember we did text sky something. This is the color, it has just changed. So if I change it to green, you come here and it will change to green. I hope you are together.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back to the editor. So I hope those new to Tailwind, this whole thing is making sense at the moment. Yeah, so how I knew it's grid columns 12 and it's a call span 6. We can go back to Tailwind and share. All you need to do is come here and ask Tailwind about its grid system. Then it will tell you grid. Yeah, here. It will tell you this is grid gap 4, grid columns 3. Grade rows 3. And from here you can see it's just English. It just says there are 3 columns and 3 rows. There it is. You want to get creative. Yeah, I hope up to there it now makes sense. So for us, we did grid columns 12, and each column spans a number of rows. So let's go back to the code. We are back to the browser, right? No, to the terminal, to the editor.
Yes.
Okay, so here it is. So you need to come here and do. This is just a for loop. Huh? Let's first see. You can see the project name. Then we start from there. Yeah, so let's. Oh, so you can still see my editor.
Yeah.
Thank you. So what we'll do here, let's use different projects and different languages to make sense. Yeah, so let's use any other person with a language lover?
PHP.
Huh?
PHP.
PHP tutaandika hapa kweli? Okay. Okay, let's write PHP. Kotlin, Ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah, for the Ruby lovers, okay. So which do we make private? PHP. Which other do we sacrifice? Ruby also should be private, you know. Yeah, private. Yeah, so Angular, Kenya, Tailwind, TypeScript, Python. What do we do with the Python? Better integration. Java.
Yeah, KRA system.
Yeah, let's do KRA. Yeah, they might be here and they see me writing their name in small letters. Yeah. So Kotlin is basically app. Tuko, Muse, PHP. What does Ruby do? Ruby people? Ruby? Okay. I know. Let's give Ruby what project? Okay. Let's give Ruby art. Hiya, perfect. So all we've told HTML is have a grade of 12. Every column, so the children divs should span 6 columns. So all we need to do is go to the browser and find our 6 columns there. Stop sharing, share. can we see what, so technically this is the one div, two div. One div, two div. Yeah, just that. So now all we need to do is put these divs in the cocoon they were in, the GitHub ones. Remember they were in cocoons?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to. Let's go back to the editor share. Yeah, perfect. So we can do this container to give them some breathing space. Also, they should have been a container as well. Yeah, so technically MX auto simply means margin, the x-axis margin to be the same, both left and right. This will basically take it to the center of the screen, but we'll see that. So yeah, we'll see the impact of that. So here, all we are doing is putting these div into a cocoon. So call span 6, then, so you basically, I would do border and all that. But now to make sense and so that we understand what's happening, I'll take you back to the documentation so that now you can be confident on where to find what. So what we are looking for is border. Okay, let's come here. So here are the borders. Just this. Yeah, so I think we would work with these. Let's even use indigo. This was a color of the flag of the rainbow I never understood about. Yeah, so let's go back to my editor. Stop sharing, share. Share. Order indigo. So we can give these divs some breathing space. You just do gap and whichever. These are basically from what you saw with border radius, you'll see all these figures. What does 4 mean, 40, 44, and all that. It's based just, you just find it in so let me share the site what we have at the moment. Okay. So I hope you can see all.
Yeah.
But so you can see how we are faring. So let's add the MX auto, the one we removed. You see what it does, MX auto. Just test this thing, go to the center of this thing. So we can see GitHub one had some border radius of 5 pixels. So we go to border radius from here. And you find they don't have 5 pixels, but they have 6 pixels. Let's try that one. Yeah, but we'll come and try to lie to it so that it can be 5. That's where the config was coming in. You can see now it has changed the border radius, right?
Yes, and everything in the middle.
There?
And everything is in the middle. I think that's where
Exactly.
they have this part, how to center divs.
And how to center divs. Wow. Yeah, in Tailwind, you just say MX auto and it goes to the center. So the other thing you can notice, there is some spacing between the divs. That was the work of the gap we wrote. So let's give this thing a height so that it can look like the GitHub one. I see it has a height of, let's give it a height of 80 pixels. So if you want to know how much is 80 pixels, and I hope you are learning.
Yeah.
You want to see height? Yeah. Okay. Just come here and type. Life in Tailwind is easy. It's beautiful. 80 pixels, it's a H20. So you just need to copy that. Copy that. Stop sharing. Share. Okay. Yeah. Share. So okay, so all we need to do is come here and change. There it is. Yay! Yeah. So up to there we are okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other thing was from GitHub.
Hold on. I think there's someone who has their hand raised.
Okay, no problem. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Whoever has a question, kindly.
Okay, I have a question. How
Yes.
do you center the text, now the text itself?
So we'll come to that, but it's basically you write text center.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, so let me try and center. You can see the site, huh?
Yeah, yes.
Let me try and center this one. Oh, I'll center, or remember we are using the same div.
Yeah. There's another question from Caroline.
Go ahead.
Okay, I had a question.
Yes, please.
Say you don't know the. I'm sorry. Say.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Yes. Hope
Yeah.
you can see me. I'm trying to turn off my camera.
You don't need to turn on the camera. No problem. Just ask.
Okay, so I wanted to ask.
Yes.
How about if you don't know the classes Tailwind, for example, and you want to integrate SCSS? How can you do that?
Okay, no problem. Let's first solve that. So share. So all you need to know, you don't need to know much. Huh? You only need to know there is a site. Oh, you can see tailwind.css, .com. Huh? You just need to know there is such a site. These are the classes. So you want text center, just come here and write text center. There. We tell you align to the left, text left. Align to the center, text center. Align to the right, text right. Justify, text justify. Just that. This is a documentation that has everything. You want to know about colors, you don't know the colors, here they are. You don't know the spacing, here. You don't know the how to deal with columns here. You just need to know this. You need to know how to deal with what? With the padding here. So, I hope you are clear up to there and your question is answered.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Let's go back to our site. So I just also yes, please.
Another question from Simon.
Okay, Simon, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I also had a question.
Yes, please.
Will the content of the div affect the size? Let's say one div has the paragraph is too big. Will the content affect the width and height of the div?
Thank you, thank you. So here we have said H20, right?
Yes.
So no matter what you write, that is your business, the height will be 20 or 80 pixels, that is it. So we can do a width as well. Here, we can decide width. Let's do a width 20 so that you can see what I mean. If we do a width 20, let me share. Let me share our site with a width 20. So all the, it does, that is your business. So long as width is 20, it will fit in that 20 by force by 5. If it overlaps, that is your business. So what you do mostly, you can do a W fit. So you can, so if you use a W fit, all it will do is it will technically be the width of the content. So what we wrote is you can see my text editor on my Angular, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We are seeing you.
You can see my text editor. Yeah.
Now we see it.
From the text editor, this is what we had, a W fit. So what this did, that's why we had different sizes of the div, because the width of the div will be determined by the text. Yeah, so for now, let's use, because, just to remind you all what we are trying to create, this is important so that we don't digress. Yeah, this is what we're trying to create, everyone. I hope we are aware. So we can see here, there is the text is not center, so we have to fix that. But there is a padding of 10 pixels. Yeah, so padding of 10 pixels. So for the sake of the one who asked about the classes, let's. But when you have a designer, you'll have the exact figures. So here we are, so a padding of 10 pixels. It's a P2.5. So all you need to do is share this. And this paragraph, give it a P2.5. Oh, it's a P, not a P2. A P2.5. And let's share the screen and see whether that effect was. Oh, we still have text center. We can all see it has started taking shape.
Yes.
So the next step is there is a text below that project. That is the language. So So, so let's have GitHub so that now I can explain how we are going to tackle these. Share. Okay, here we are. Share. So this is what we are trying to duplicate. So you have two options. But now here you'll have to use something called a flex box. So the flex box, you can either decide, have this title, this name, and this visibility on a single div, then tell them to be a flex row and justify between. The first one will be on the one end, the other will be on the other end. Okay, that's one option. Then after that, we can have this whole div as a flex row as well. No, as a flex column, because these are one row, two row. Then justify them between, one will be at the top, one will be at the bottom. But now remember, they have padding, so they'll behave. So those are the two options you have. The other option is, which I don't think it's wise, but you can, someone else would approach it this way. This also looks like a grid column of 12. This project and this one taking 6, this one taking 6 as well. So it's up to you to look at it. How best do you implement it? So I'll go with my first idea of, this is a flex box with 2 rows. The first one is also a flex box with 2 columns. All of them justify between. Simply means put the things in that flex box on both ends of the flex box. I hope we are together. Yeah, I'll take that as a yes. Huh? Yeah, so let's go back to the let's go back to the code. Perfect. Here we are. So what we've said is that we have a div. It's a class of flex. We've said it's a flex column with 2 rows. So basically now this will be a div. Div there. That's the first row, then there'll be the second. The first row has the project title and the visibility. The second row has the project language. Thank you. So here we'll say justify between, to just put it on both ends. So and the first one, that second one has to be the project dot language project dot visibility. So if we look at this, there'll be 2 rows, one at the top, one at the bottom. Let's see that. So we have div. We can still see my browser. No, my text editor.
Yeah.
Okay. See. So what we have here is a Frex. So the first div. Oh, so here there is a problem. So if we add, if we do away with that, all we have, this we've said it's a Frex row, for example. So let's see what that offers. Share. So here is basically we said it's a Frex row, one on this side, one on this side. But now on this side there is what there is the visibility, not the language. Visibility, yes. So visibility, so okay. Here we have, you can see which side of my screen?
You can see the browser.
Perfect. So here we have Angular, the name, the visibility. What we are remaining is the language down here. Let's see how the language will come down there. So technically, what we can do is have this as a perfect. I hope you can see the browser, yeah?
Yeah.
So, so we have a flex column there. So technically, the name and the visibility are on a row. On a row, just like that. Then we have the project dot language on another row. Then we have these with flex. Flex. So let me show you what I've written here so that it makes sense what we are doing here. So now you can see my code, right? So what we've said is we have a flex column with the two rows. The first row is a flex row with the name and the visibility, one on the left, one on the right. The second row just have the language. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, is there anything that we are remaining? Let me see. Yeah, there is a padding bottom. So probably the second. Oh, this is... Which side of the, what part of the site can you see? Of the laptop can you see? I think here.
Come to the IDE, and there's someone who has a question. Anthony. Anthony, you have a question?
Yes, yes. So is there a way to inherit? I can see we are doing flex row, justify between twice. So is there a way to inherit?
That will be the last part. No, but these are flex column, these are flex row. But I'll show you how to extract a set of classes somewhere, then you can just use them. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show that by the end of this. So I think what we can do here, instead of trying to add paddings on the individual paragraphs, we can just add a padding to the P4. P4 nime overdo. Yeah, I've overdone stuff here. Yeah, let's see P2, how it looks. So far so good, but now we can see this TypeScript has gone up very far. Yeah? So all we can do maybe is P2 there, P2 a class. But basically, you understand what we are trying to do. Yeah. Now, yeah. Let me. Which part can you see the ID, right?
No, we're not seeing anything now.
Okay, let me see. Angular. Now we can see the site.
Yeah.
And technically we are getting some. So the only thing remaining is the Kasako in Paprika.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is basically a border radius of maybe 50 pixels. Okay, let's see. Border radius. Where is border radius? Border radius. So here, Tailwind gives us border radius up to 24 pixels. And we can see GitHub is using 48 pixels. Now, this will be the first chance for us to extend Tailwind config. I hope now it's making sense why we had to spend some significant time learning Tailwind config. Yeah, so here we are, Tailwind config. So we want to extend border radius. You just go to Tailwind, look at border radius. How do you extend? Okay, I think it's important to show people these.
What happened?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, still here.
Yeah, I think it's the internet that dropped, but let's see. So I was showing you. Yeah, you can see Tailwind CSS. Huh?
Yeah.
Basically, all you need to do is come to tailwindconfig.js and just so down here you can do this, but we cannot agree this is not clean. Yeah, so you can just come here and copy that. Let me take you all back to the IDE. Okay. You can see the IDE now.
Yeah.
Okay, all we need to. So you all agree these things have been created with human hands. Huh? Yeah, so all we need to do in border radius, we'll just come here and say, maybe that specific border radius will be used for buttons. You just need to come here and call it buttons. Then you come to your HTML and just say paragraph visibility plus rounded. Just adding that already adds it to the IntelliSense. Just that. It's that easy. So for you to see that, you'll also have to do a border. This color indigo. Anyway, let's see how it looks. Let me show you people wonders. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it doesn't look good. So all you need to know is what happened. All we need to add is maybe a padding. Let's do that. P4. Huh? Yeah, P4 is overdoing stuff.
P1.
P2, yeah. But this just to show you that before we P1 still not the okay. Looks so so that simply means we miscalculated the 48. So oh, we never changed to 48. Yeah, okay. Starts to look better. Now it looks, yeah, so the only thing remaining is maybe why.
Maybe we increase the height of the boxes.
Okay. Yeah, this box. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember we joked with this height. So we had done a H20. Okay. So far so good. But this is basically, yeah, okay. To me looks more like it.
Shege.
Yes.
What about font sizes?
Yeah, okay, we can, we'll go, we can do that next. But basically, all you need to do is, so let's share. Tailweed. Yeah, so. Oh, so all you need to do is come and do text Font size. Okay. There it is. So all you need to do, text height, it tells you text XS, SM, base, Excel, all this. So from GitHub, the title was color. Okay. Okay. Let me show you all GitHub and we try to get creative. Just a little. GitHub. We can all see these. Yeah. We can all see this.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's make this thing black and we try to get the exact colors. Or we might not because of this text color, unless someone checks for me the exact hex value for these. Yeah. So if we had the exact hex values, we can get that, but let's make this thing black. Wonders shall never end. You people can see this?
No. We're only seeing the GitHub.
Oh. Sorry. Let me show you Wonders. Yeah, so we changed the background to black. Yeah, let me bring back the exact colors. No, the other colors of GitHub. Yeah, so the name was plus. Turns out the name was that color.
The hexa code for the color is 0E1117.
Which exactly?
For the back, the background color in the GitHub, you're black, the black color.
Okay. Let me do something though. I'll have to show you all how I've done this. So, let me show you these people. You can see these, Tailwind config.
Yes, you can see it.
Thank you. So we are coming here and saying there is a GitHub black. And someone was giving us the hexa.
So it's 0. E. No, a single 0. And then 1117.
So all we need to do is come here and tell our HTML we lied. PG. What did we call it?
GitHub black.
You can also see the site. Oh, you see the editor. Yeah, someone get me the hexa for the others.
Sorry. Also, just John, just a quick one. We're a bit over the time.
Okay.
We just wrapping up.
No problem. Let me wrap up now. So let's just have the colors as that is okay. So let's have the project name as text. Well, the visibility was font, text, 500. The project, the language was 500. Yeah, so I hope up to there we go. So so basically this is how Tailwind does stuff. So the only thing that I'll touch then before we close, I'll touch on something called, someone asked how do we avoid repeating these classes? How do we do it? So basically all you need to do is Tailwind documentation is just straightforward. So let's go here and see and write reuse using styles here. So all you need to do is using style, using apply. But this is extracting, sorry. So you want to extract a style, you only need to do this. Go here. That. This is the technically the last thing we'll look at. Yeah, so just come here and your style.css, just do that. So example of something we need is these two are both flex, justify between. They're both flex, justify between, but they are not flex calls. So all you need to do is flex. Flex default. So you'll only need to take this class, save that, and come now, remove justify between, and remove flex, put that, remove flex, remove justify between, just do flex default. So let me share my we see we achieved the same thing, but now we have extracted a style that we had some repetition. So that's basically how you combine the styles and remove the repetition aspect of it. So maybe the last thing we can do is under margin y. Yeah, it pushes it down. A py 5. We'll just let the things have a padding. So instead of a padding where we can do a P5, this will apply for both the left, right, bottom. Yeah. So I hope this makes sense. Unless there are any other questions from my side, I think I've tackled all that was necessary. Unless there are any other questions. Somewhere Wanderat, a question? Go ahead. Okay. Anyone with a question? From my side, I'm done, unless there's anything someone want to confirm or ask.
Anyone has a question?